You don't get all this Movember thing. Remember to reroute your GPS. No, if you'd have said that 10 minutes ago, that would have been wonderful. I did not remember to reroute my GPS. Because we could have gone that way. Dang it. Oh well. The only thing we could do is go this way. Put another 20 miles on our journey and pick up this road. But that means going through Roswell, which is absolutely horrible, so I'm going to stick with this. Meh. Meh. Professional Gimbal Locker. What a name. I don't shave often, as I believe that life is too short to spend it shaving. Okay. Well, you could shave while you're doing something else. You know? What you could do is, like, say, watch a stream, and while you're watching the stream and you're not actually doing something, have a shave. And then you'll kind of get it for free. I remember when I used to play World of Warcraft, there was a guy in the guild that used to go to work, and then he'll come home at 5 o'clock, and he would jump onto World of Warcraft. However, what he'd done is he'd set up his exercise bike, he'd pull his exercise bike over in front of his PC, and he would spend the next 60 minutes exercising on his bike whilst playing Warcraft, doing his dailies. So he basically got his dailies done and an hour of exercise every day at the same time. I was like, dude, how can you do that? Like, you sit there like, I'm just doing my dailies, like for an hour. I just found the whole thing fascinating, but he did it, and he did it every day. I mean, if you can do it, it's a cool thing to do. And then after the hour, he'd pull his bike away and then go and do raiding and stuff, or heroics. You're on your exercise bike right now in Slardus. There you go. But I mean, it's easy to watch something while being on an exercise bike. He was actually using his mouse and keyboard and typing away whilst pedaling. One of the guys in the office had a treadmill under his desk for a while. He's taking it out now. You spend your lifetime with work and playing PC games. I'm a boring scumbag. I love it. You could do that whilst you're on your racing sims and make you feel like you were cycling super fast. Oh, helicopter. Imagine if your PC was treadmill powered. Rip. Microsoft, I used to do that when I used to work in offices. I'd always try and take the stairs if I could, just to get that extra bit of exercise. Social shaving Trusarium. What, imagine, I've never seen anybody yet do a live stream where they're shaving, but it's possible. I think so, Jeffrey. I think I've got it dialed up a little bit. The treadmill desk crawling, one sec. What on earth? That is actually crazy. I mean, I'm not being funny, but aren't you going to just end up dripping sweat all over your keyboard and stuff? IRL shaving stream? The thing is, I know for a fact that everybody shaves in like a different way. There's no one way of shaving. Everybody starts in different places and does it differently. Can we see the truck? Yeah, hang on. Dude! Something coming, you moron! What the heck? I mean, you know, there's slowing down and stopping for no reason like that is what causes people to go into the back of you because they're not expecting it. They can see your road's clear. Everyone in that video said it made them less productive. Hair removal cream? What, on your face? I don't think so. No, I'm not playing Ship Tycoon, Benjamin. You gotta understand, Benjamin, I have far too many games to play already. Astragon will probably bring out a shaving sim. Oh, you know the people who, you know Playaway? The people who make Car Mechanic Simulator? They sent me a key to the, what's it called? Ultimate Fishing Sim. Which they've got in alpha. And I'm like, do we really need another fishing sim? We've already got 2 of them. And one of them's quite good. And the other one is just rubbish. And now you've brought another one in. Which is bound to have DLC for fish. Because this is what Playaway do. Oh, you want to fish that particular kind of fish? Well, that's a DLC. Nice catch, but you can't keep it unless you pay. Like, we don't need it. Ultimate fishing sim, like. It's going to take them a long time just to catch up with Fishing Planet. I didn't play Christmas Shopping Sim the last couple of years, Michael Brown. I played the very first one, it was funny. The second one was like the first one, and after that I didn't bother. Water DLC. No, they'll probably make you buy a DLC license for each lake. Yeah, you've got, I think it's Fishing Planet, isn't it? And then you've got the Dovetail one, which is called Dovetail... It's called Dovetail Games Fishing or something like that. Billy the Kid, historical music. Look at that. Such a good place. You should definitely go there, guys. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Euro Fishing Sim, that's it. Dovetail Games Euro Fishing. Trond, what do you call a snobbish prisoner going down the stairs? A snobbish prisoner going down the stairs. I don't know. You've got a fishing sim in my summer car? Well, not really. You can fish, but that's about it. Fishing Planet, the base game, is on Steam. You can buy all the DLCs. Yeah, you see, but Fishing Planet, like, if you like fishing, Fishing Planet is actually a good game.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's pretty decent. Trond, a condescending. Oh, God. That's really strong. You couldn't even put that in a Crackertron. Ooh, Misty. Zephes, thank you for 2 months, Zephes. You want a good sailing sim? Wait, didn't somebody, I remember an email months ago from a guy that was really into sailing and they were making an accurate sailing sim. I'm sure there is one. I can't remember the name of it. I'm absolutely sure there is one. Oh, 1 second. Hey, that's bugging me now. Sailing. 1 sec. Wrong keyboard. Wrong keyboard. Sailing. Yeah, there you go. My name is Karina. This was back in the March. My name is Karina. I'm working on a solo game developer called Richard Kroll, who has created a ridiculously detailed sailing simulator called Sail Away. You can see more details of it here. Richard has mapped the world's oceans and the game draws in real-time weather to recreate the actual sailing conditions. Also, Sail Away has multiplayer features so you can race or so you can sail or race together. See? It's called Sail Away. And then they sent me a key in May. And then I completely forgot about it. So I've not even tried it. It's sat there since May. God. The problem is like, I feel so bad. Like I don't reply. I could reply to her and then it just dropped off the list. Probably thinking scumbag squirrel. Yeah, Sail Away. So there is a sailing sim.
Oh, yeah.
Pizza built. What's a fish that has no eyes? Fish. That's in a cracker. Yeah, but you see the problem I have is I don't just play any old simulators. Like I play simulators that interest me. If I'm not interested in the underlying thing that I'm doing, then a simulation of it is boring to me. So sailing sim just doesn't really appeal. And as I quickly found out, I'm not really a fan of fishing either. My dad was really into fishing. So I thought, well, I'll try the sim and see what it is that he liked about it. But in the end, it was just meh. See, so like the Hunter, I enjoy the Hunter. I mean, and the weird thing about the Hunter is, Call of the Wild, I can't see me ever going out for real and just popping an animal just for sport. I wouldn't do that. But I enjoy playing the Hunter. Because it's interesting and fun and the weather is just fantastic. But Sail Away is like, meh. Generally speaking though, I like simulators with engines. Like, I'm a real petrol head. Trucks, planes, boats, all that, powered machinery, I'm there. Sail Away, there's no engine here, I'm bored now. The _4 with 3 months. When the morning cries and you don't know why it's hard to bar. Tragedy by Steps, 1999. Actually, Tragedy was not by Steps. I hate to break it to you, but the Bee Gees did it first. Paulies Custom Skins. Okay, the skin is now available on the workshop. Can you give a shout out as well? It's a team of guys I work with every week to bring this community free mods and skins. Harvan, Lucazi, Clunk, Trayscapes, Zetor, Andy and Chris. We have much more to come and thank you for all the support. Thank you very much to you guys, Paulie. Harvan is the guy that wrote this truck, isn't he? He's the guy that built this truck, I think. Why isn't there a speedboat sim? There probably is, but probably not very good. Right, Monster Smikey, I'll give you 5 mins and then we're going to open your letter. Lol. Now you're alright. No, Dolly's not been on yet. Trashman. I remember Trashman. What would you do in Speedboat Sim? Ignition, throttle, go. No, you have to drive round cones, I think. Is Trashman the best M up? What do you mean? Trashman is rubbish. Sorry, I couldn't resist that pun. You know, it's kind of the same reason why nobody really does like a proper shipping simulator, because most of the time it's like being in cruise on a plane, but a lot worse. Most of it is just open seas, and there's nothing to see, nothing to do. It's just really, really dull. Like, the only time it gets interesting is when you are entering or leaving port. Yeah, but Transocean is not really a shipping sim in the sense that you don't... You know, your goal is more of a management goal than a simulation goal. It's not really a shipping sim, it's a shipping management sim. Monster waves. Well, yeah, Baz, but that's not a normal occurrence because they look at the weather and try to avoid it usually. Good night, Paulie. Have a good one. Uh-oh. Reading chat. Hi. Do a barrel roll since it's Remembrance Sunday. Hey?
Aye, aye, aye.
In a truck? Like a glove. Peterbilt. In September 1984, Atari buried thousands of video games in Alamogordo, New Mexico. They were dug up in April 2014. What happened to that game where you built computers and sold them? Oh yeah. I know which one you mean. I never played it. It was called something like PC Builder? What was that game called? Yeah, I remember that. That was E.T. the video game. Morph. I was invited to a round the world charity sailing event using Sailaway. I still haven't bought it. Closest to shipping sim would be Ship Simulator Extreme. Alright, let's go and find somewhere to rest up. Somewhere like this. We'll come out here, turn left. Rip, we can't. It's a median road, we're not allowed to. Ports of Call. Again, Ports of Call was a management game. More of a management game than Transocean, because you didn't really do much. You did like a top. In fact, Transocean more or less copied Ports of Call. Let's be honest here. They added more stuff, but it was based on what Ports of Call did, where you docked the ship and brought it out of port to save some money. Where's the rest area? Your laptop is going to the shop to be fixed. What's wrong with it? Wait, why can't I rest here? Have I seen Dunkirk? Yeah. It's not ages ago. This is weird. Why can't I rest here? I'm blatantly in the middle of a rest area and I can't rest. No, there's two rest areas on the map. Look. There's one here and there's one behind me. There's two. I think somebody forgot to put something on the map. You have to go to the space at the back. I think it's, you had this today. Yeah, I think they forgot to put the area there. See? That's what it should have done. Blame Mandlesoft. It's all his fault. Right then, let's have a look. Sholo is something we need to get to, really. Albuquerque South would be kind of fun. If we could get delivery to that. There's one, but it's not the one we wanted. I might go to Socorro and drive up to this pickup point with the plane and see what job we can get. Wait, what's the sat-nav doing? What? Look at that. Cab overturned for the win. How long till SCS join ETS and ATS into one game? Yeah, good question. Well, let's see. They've got Europe and the west part of the United States. Now, how long is it going to take to join that? At what point could they join that? I kind of think that what they should just do, though... I know that's... I think what they should do is just bring both games together into one game. And then just have, you know, different maps as DLC. That would be a lot easier. They just have one code base. Just have one game. And if I want to drive in America, I can. If I want to drive in Europe, I can. And just do it how they did it with both games. Just have some free DLC for both of them. Matto. Let's call it Truck Sim World. Yeah, why not? You like them separate? Why? What's the benefit? Tesla. It would be a huge download, Harry. What do you call a huge download, Harry? How big is the ATS installation and how big is the ETS2 installation? How big are they combined? What would that be? And then compare that to a AAA game. One kilobyte. 25k. ATS and ETS maxed out 20 gig. And now we only have mods for one game, not two games. Now we have one version of the game, not two games on two different versions. If you're getting the different scales of ETS and ATS, it's not a problem, Morph. There's a difference in scale between the UK and the rest of Europe as well. But they managed that okay. ATS and ETS2 together is 5 gigabytes on Steam according to Vro. Sharky, I would not recommend buying the CSIO SKRS, but you can get other ones. Other SKRSs are available. I used to have a link. Hang on. I don't know if I still do. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I still have one, I think. That one. Well, I mean, I have a link to one of them. I've never, just before I post this link, I have never bought one of these, so I cannot vouch for it. But there's an example of one that isn't SKRS from CSIO. And then there was another one, an Almar SKRS. So CSIO have struggled to deliver things, so I used to recommend them, but I can't now because they've failed to deliver to a lot of people. You've got an error on that link. Really? Well, I just refreshed it and it worked fine. No, seriously, you guys have just killed it. It was working okay, and now you've just broken it. I literally refreshed it, and it was fine. I linked it to you, and now it's a service unavailable. So don't blame me. You just kill the site. Oh my god. There's also one called an Almar SKRS, which is on eBay, I think. One second, I'll link you that one then. This one's a bit more expensive. Again, I have not tried one of these. I cannot vouch for it, but try that one as well. Take the model number, Almar, and go and have a shop around. Go and see if you can find it somewhere else. There's a guy, I think, in Poland that makes SKRSs. Oh, is that another one, Refrick? Hang on. Is that the Polish one? Let me have a look at that link. Almar SKRS. Yeah, that's it. See, that's a Polish website. That's the one I would go for now. If this mine broke tomorrow, I'd probably look at one of those. So, anyway, you've got options though, right? I mean, having an SKRS is great. Like, it really helps with, if you love manual shift in a truck, having an SKRS is great, but be very careful who you order one with. The link works now. It's being very, very slow for me. I think their website can't cope with more than 10 hits. You ordered the Polish one, got it in a couple of weeks. Not a problem to the USA, says Moonstalker. There you go. Smid! Thank you for 1 year, Smid. Yes, a year. Sharing this at the legendary trucking night. What a moment. Keep on going, Squirrel. Thank you, Smid. Happy anniversary, sir. Let's have a look at this. So Caro. So yeah, from here, what we're going to do is drive to here and see if we can get something. Yeah, I got mine before all the hassle, Mr. Mib, but shortly afterwards, they pretty much, I don't know, they stopped sending out deliveries on time. They didn't tell people when to expect their delivery. You know, it was just a mess. Just a complete mess. Yeah, 7 months, which is completely unacceptable, isn't it? 7 months waiting. You have the simu shift and it works very well, Ottawa. You managed to get your money back from CSIO for the shifter. We'll look into the other ones, Thumbs. Yeah, have a look at the other ones. Definitely. Saberdog, thank you for 20 months. Why is there a parrot on your screen in the truck? A parrot? Oh, you mean that thing? Yeah, that's a trucking, American trucking thing. Polish company has super cheap button boxes around 55 quid. That's not super cheap, but it's not bad. But I would go for quality first. Martin H, thank you for 38 months. Aramon, lucky 13. And Class 334 is awesome. Class 334 is awesome. Thank you for subbing. Welcome to the house. Can we give him a nutty welcome, guys? The parrot thing is a Bluetooth hands-free kit. There you go. Is a worldwide sold telephone hands-free device. I've never seen it in the UK, Mikey. Honestly, I'd be amazed if I could meet somebody in the UK who knew what that was in the UK. Hey, track down. What's up? Thank you. How excited are you for the new Italia DLC? I'm not excited at all, to be fair. I'm more excited about the new Scania, because when I was at SCS, I met the guy who does all the music and the sound effects, and I sat there in a room with him for about 15 minutes with the camera, and like he showed me how the the game generates, like we drove the new Scania and he showed me how the game generates the audio, and the new Scania sounds fantastic. It's got new stuff in it now, like stuff that isn't in all the other trucks, that makes it sound more authentic. Like, because they were allowed to go to Scania and put like 13 microphones inside of a Scania and then just record the engine from all different aspects. It just sounds amazing. So I'm more excited for that than I am for Italia. Peterbilt, any news on the new Scania truck from SCS, Peterbilt? Well, there's a hint on the box. The Italia DLC has a box with a picture of the Scania on it. That's about as good a hint as you're going to get until something official is announced. Good night, Toodalito. Honestly, the new Scania is... the customization is amazing. Dr. D. Thank you for the resume, Dr. D. I'm going to drive that truck for weeks when it comes out. Well, the problem is, like, with the modern trucks now, inside the cab is actually very quiet. You know, they're very well insulated. You really have to go outside to hear the engine properly. Carl Kuhr, thank you for the resume. Will ETS2 get random events when Italy comes out? I don't know about the timing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I can't answer that kind of question. Peterbilt, what about more American trucks? Did you ask SCS what's going on about that? I did, Peterbilt. And as I explained on the Saturday stream yesterday, the problem is the lawyers and the legalities of licensing trucks. In America, they're finding it a lot more difficult to get truck manufacturers to agree, or even get their time, or just get them to agree to conditions of licensing. And quite often these truck manufacturers will actually want SCS to pay them to use their trucks in the game. So it's very much a legal problem more than it is, you know, just making the truck and putting it in the game is easy compared to the legal side of it. But looking at where things are, I wouldn't expect to see a new truck in ATS for a while. The Almar's running 73 quid, Matt Nev. Well, I can't vouch for it, but you could try it. You like how Pac-Man is so happy. That's because his number one thing to do is eat. Waka waka waka. Honestly, I can't tell you how cool it was to play the Pac-Man game at SCS. They hired a bunch of arcade machines out. It was so much fun. How did the SCS birthday go afterwards, Shedwell? There was lots of cocktails and lots of food, Shedwell. No, modders don't need a license, Imp. Because, for one, they're not actually trying to sell anything, are they? Like, they create the truck and they put it in the game, but they don't charge you money for it. If you take a website that recreates, let's say, a Volvo truck, and then tries to sell it, if Volvo find out, they're going to come down on them pretty hard, because they have not agreed with Volvo to earn money using the Volvo name. And that's a breach of trademark at the very least. But as long as they're making it and just throwing it over the fence for people to use for free, I dare say Volvo are not that bothered. But when it comes to SCS, they can't do that. Yep, the RTA mods, Chieti, exactly. They're on thin ice, they are. If one of the manufacturers decides to get their lawyers on the case, they're going to be in big trouble. Well, like I say, they're taking a massive risk. SCS could give the trucks away for free. Yeah, but how are they going to pay all those people who build them? Like, the 25 people who build a truck, how are they going to pay them all salaries and then give it away? You can't commercially do that. SCS is a business, they're not a charity. They do things to make money. I thought that guy was going to go right across the front then. Well, Speedy, they kind of got away with that. They kind of got away with that in the early days of Euro Truck. You know, they'd put lookalike trucks in there and give them a different name. But now, they can't really do that. They can't get away with it. Toon Dude, thank you for 1.5 years. Hi Furry Dog, thank you for the resume. Afternoon, no scoper. Okay, where's the drop-off point then? There it is. Hey Blue Brothers, how you doing? Like a glove. Should the plane be around here somewhere? What do you mean? The S series will probably be released Tuesday or Thursday. No scoper. Yeah. You're just making that up, bro. Peterbilt, did you ask SCS what happened to the Renault Range T? I did. I did. So the Range T, the Renault Range T, as you know, Volvo own Renault. So if they want to get a contract with Renault, Renault insist that the legal team, the legal contract has the same kind of clauses that the Volvo contract has, and the Volvo contract is now under renegotiation. So until the Volvo contract is renewed, the Renault contract can't be renewed. Until that's done, they can't release the Range T. So it's again all in the lands of legalness. It's the lawyers who are holding everything up. Scumbag lawyers. Sorry, what? Is it ready? I don't know. I don't know how ready it is or not. I would have thought that it's mostly ready. The problem is the truck manufacturers, their legal teams are more interested in dealing with licensing, you know, like big money deals, rather than just putting the truck inside a little cute game called Euro Truck Sim or American Truck Sim. Like, to them, it's not a big thing. That's the problem. So they don't spend a lot of time dealing with it. So that's what SCS have to deal with, is they can't get people in the truck company that is willing to put the time and effort in that it needs to get the agreement sorted. It's just not a priority. Well, Ketty, that's only our point of view. You see, the problem is the high-up executives at Volvo and at Scania and all the rest of it, they don't really know about the game. Like, quite often the first time they've ever seen this game is when they go... Like, part of the reason that SDS go to these trucking shows and set up the big full-motion sim rig is exactly so that when the Volvo execs walk past and when the Renault execs walk past, they look at it and go, oh wow, there's a trucking game here, maybe we should have our truck in this game. That's the whole point of it. And then you get, you know, to meet the people, and then the deal can be done. Until then, they just don't care. They have no idea this thing exists. No, Scania's different. Scania's an exception. Like, SCS made Scania Truck Simulator for Scania. Yeah, they made the game for them. And ever since then, Scania's always had a very good relationship with SCS. And as a result, getting a Scania in the game isn't really a problem. Scania are quite pro this game. But people at Volvo, not the case. Why can't they add the Scania T? And from what I understand, you mean in America, in ATS? I think it's the people at Scania who deal with America are completely different people to Scania in Europe. And therefore they have to deal with a different company and meet new people. Model T is out of production. Oh, they don't make it anymore at all. Pac-Man looks hungry. He needs a power pill. Watch the space for the American Volvo Truck Simulator. Not from SCS. Do you know when the Scania S will be released? I have a good idea, but I can't say. You just have to wait for the announcement, I'm afraid. So where's this pickup in the plane then? Is that it over there? Wait, so how do we get over there then? Can you just drive through that bit? Aircraft viewing area, lovely. Peterbilt, did you ask SCS what happened to the runway so you did that on blind headshot? Love your streams, and I'd like to ask a question. Where do you get the welcome to the Nut House sound and keep up the good? The welcome to the Nut House sound was done by the company that made all the sounds for Darkest Dungeon. And they did some custom sounds, and that's one of them. Wow. That's the first proper animated gate I think I've seen in the base game. For science. I just wanted to see what would happen. Beyond we, thank you for resume. Gothic Mew with 8 months. Rome. Paul, the Scania T was phased out in October 2005. There's still a Dutch coach builder that makes Ts from the Scania Rs and S's. They even made one of the new Scania S's. It's called the Scania S730T. Thank you, Rome. I kind of expected an invisible wall at the end of that thing. I was thinking we just hit an invisible wall. Aww. No deliveries? Come on. Disappointed. Wow, a TriStar type plane. What the heck? I'm not even sure what that is. It doesn't look like a 717. Oh, is it only drop off? Boring. Why has it got a green flashy thing then? Oh well. BCS, I will eat my squirrel cap. On that, we will get the Scania S in update 129. Well, you see, I hate to disappoint you, but I know for a fact that you're wrong. So I don't know if you want to eat your cap now, make a start on it.